Hi, I'm Brant Fowler, the letterer of New Comic Day, and what you're about to see is the first in a series of weekly updates, behind the scenes of the lettering process that goes on behind New Comic Day. It's going to be part tutorial, part fun, and part just letting you see a little more behind the scenes footage. So enjoy, let us know what you think, and here we go.
Okay, so let's see. We've got Illustrator open here, and as you can see, this is my New Comic Day template. As you can see up here, NCD template, and basically, what I start off doing is I paste the script into the template, and this is the script for this week's strip, number 67, and you'll see I also have a selection of balloons down here and tails. Some of these are all pre-made. Some of these I made myself. Some of these I got from a template that somebody was sharing when I was starting off. And I use these generally. If I need a different one, of course, I'll create it from scratch. But as you can see, I can just my computer's running a little slow, but I can just pull a balloon out if I need it, and makes things a lot easier. So you'll also see down here, if you notice at the bottom of every New Comic Day strip, there's the URL and the copyright, and that's actually just text that I keep in this template file. And here we'll center the box here. This is the cropped off box, so it'll just save the strip itself, because if I export it, if I didn't have these crop marks here, it would export the whole thing and you'd have the text on the image and everything. Just a few little things I thought I'd mention in this first video. I won't go through all this every video. Alright, so I usually use keyboard shortcuts, but for this time I'll do it this way. I'm going to place the file, and got my colors here, and we're doing strip 67, so double click that, and there we go. I'm going to lock that, so as you can see it doesn't move around. And just so I can see the text easier, I'm going to dim the image to 50% for now. Alright, so this is our strip. As you see, it's the second part of the Jumping the Shark arc. Hey, that rhymed. Alright, so what I first like to do, and every letter has a different process, the way they do things. Some people keep the script in the Word document or wherever they have it, and they'll bring it over a panel at a time, a piece of dialogue at a time. I like to put the whole script in my template, and then I like to put all the script in the appropriate panels before I actually start lettering. So as you can see, I'm putting Bill's and Eric's lines over their head, just in a general area, so I know where they go. And Bill likes to add an extra period to his ellipsis, so I always have to take that off there. And let's see, Bill's got the only line in panel 2. Then here we've got a obviously you can read the script. I'm keeping it on there long enough so you can actually see how New Comic Day is scripted. Alright, so we've got a thought balloon from the shark. Let's see, forgot the little period there, so I'll add that in. We got a thought balloon from the shark. I'll put that over here. Then we get another line from Bill. And sorry if this is a little bit tedious for you. I might speed this part of the process up every week if I continue to do these every week for you. And why did that not copy? My computer's going slow because I've been running graphics programs all day, so it's a little glitchy. I should have rebooted before I started recording, but well, live and learn. Alright, so the text is actually bigger than my text box here, so I'll have to scroll it up to get to the rest of the dialogue. And you'll notice that there's no bolded letters in the script yet. Generally, in New Comic Day, they kind of give me free reign on where to bold things, where to accent lines and stuff, and so I'm usually the one adding that in. And I haven't read thoroughly through this one yet, so I usually read it as I go. So obviously nothing's bolded yet, so we'll see. Alright, so now that I've got all the dialogue placed in all the panels, I'll start shaping the dialogue. And most of the time I can tell right away how something's going to be shaped. You want to generally go for a diamond shape. Like this one down here is already pretty much in a diamond shape. I don't know if I'll keep that or not, it depends. But sometimes it takes me a couple times to try to get it right. And like for this one, that's probably what I'll go with right there, because it fits better in the balloon that way. And so we'll just keep on going, shaping the text in each one of these panels. And that's my Skype. Somebody's calling. I'm going to ignore that for now. Sorry if that was you, whoever you are. See, that doesn't look quite right. So I'll probably cut this off at the border anyway, so I can allow it to be a little bit longer at the top than I normally would. So we'll do it like this. That looks decent. We'll just butt that up against the panel. That border right there. And here's a good place for an accent. We'll bold Bill's no. Actually, do we want to put that A on a line also? That doesn't look quite right, does it? So we might just leave it just like that. And the shark, of course, we got his little thought balloon here. We'll just leave that there for now. Like I said, Bill's is shaped pretty good, so we'll leave his as it is. I'm just moving this over here so I can see it better, because there's a lot of lines in the background in this panel. It's kind of hard to see the text that well. And we'll put a comma after this, yet. I tend to kind of edit a little bit. I'm kind of an editor too, so I tend to edit the scripts as I go along. Sometimes depends on if they needed it or whatever. And let's see, up the ante. All right, Bill's going home now. Of course, he said he was going home last strip, and he didn't. And he's not going home. He's not going anywhere. It's a little off. It's not the best shaping in the world, but we'll leave it. Okay, so now we can start putting these in balloons. And like I said, I have this one basic shape. I have a few different balloons that I use for different things, but this is the main shape that I use for New Comic Day. Some others I have, they're a little bit slightly more square, some are slightly more rounded. If I wanted to make one from scratch that's similar to this one, just to show you, do a simple ellipsis, and then we would select object direction handles, then you select the scale tool, and just kind of hold down shift while you do this, and just kind of slightly pull out. There you go. It's a little bit more round than this one, but it's basically the same thing. If I wanted to make it closer to that shape, just do it a little bit more. There you go. Has more of the, a little bit more square. Anyway, just to prove that I can do it, I'm not just using templates. Because some people, you never know. Anyway, so then we got his. Well, since we're butting Eric's up against the panel border, we'll probably do Bill's too, so I'll just extend that. And okay, I'm gonna have to remind myself to talk more because I find myself getting quiet when I start getting busy here. So forgive me. It's the first time I've ever recorded my lettering, so you're getting a glimpse into something nobody else has ever seen. Um, Actually, I think only one of my friends has actually watched me letter once before, and not a full page. And I even going into all this because I'm kind of shy about people watching me work. Always been that way. Um, but hey, and then I just remembered this is supposed to be a thought balloon, so I'll just delete that and grab one of my thought balloons I created. Now, if if you ever want to create a thought balloon in Illustrator, just I'll show you real quick. Take a regular balloon, and what I do, and now there's different methods, but for this particular method, what I do here is go to Object Path and add anchor points, and I'll do that a couple of times just to get some more anchor points around there. And then if you want to, actually I'll zoom in on this so you can see better. If you want to, what you could do is use this, I'll pop up there, show it, direct selection tool, and you can actually move some of these anchor points a little bit. You might want to wait until after you do this next step to do this because it could turn out a little funky, but just move a few. Then you go to Effect, Distort, and Transform Pucker Bloat, and in this case we want to bloat, and voila, simple thought balloon. Then you can use the pen tool. It has an add anchor point, and you can add some more to give it a little variance, which is how I got some of these up here. Just do little shapes like that. Just makes you a simple little thought balloon. Now, like I said, there's different methods of shaping text and fitting it into here. Some people will, center it dead center. I just kind of guess at it. It's faster and easier for me that way. There's like no right or wrong. I mean, there's certain things that are right and wrong with lettering, just like with anything, but there's no, oh, you have to do it this way, you're doing it wrong kind of thing. We'll put that over there. What we'll do, we need a little tail trail for him, so I'm actually going to take a regular balloon. We'll just, actually I'm going to put that behind, send it to back. I'll create another one, make it just a little bit smaller, actually a little bit smaller than that. Do it like that, and then one more, just a little bit smaller. There's your little thought balloon. So with Bill's line here, we'll smooth that